Hey guys, so in this lesson I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey, and literally who I learned from, what I learned, and how you should approach this course, So with that said, my trading journey started back in 2012. Prior to that, I was just a normal person, working my job, going to university and such, just a normal individual, okay? Then in 2012, I came across Infinite Prosperity, and that's how I started learning Forex with, So back then, 2012, I dove right into Infinite Prosperity and started learning FX. And as, the years progressed, I kept on learning more and more by researching and fine-tuning and backtesting myself, So everything that you pretty much see in this course is things that I have backtested and fine-tuned and researched and looked over and made sure everything really works, So this is literally my mastery, my trading plan that I feel like I have mastered over the last 6 years, since 2012 at least, So trading journey, learning from the masters, okay? This is very important because if you're tackling trading by yourself, it will take you forever to learn what you need to learn. So I was grateful enough to come across a good course such as Infinite Prosperity so that I can learn what I need to learn to get started, And right after that, when I learned what I needed to know to get started, then came the process of me building the strategies, fine-tuning my trading system, and my overall trading style, figuring out how I like to trade, whether I want to be a swing trader, whether I want to be a day trader, the different management techniques and the different ways to apply the strategies themselves. So this is all that I have learned after that. Now, everything that I have learned will be shared with you guys in this course. I hope that what it does for you is gives you a big boost, because literally this is 6 years of research that I have done, handed over to you guys. So you literally, by watching this course, you're in a way skipping 6 years worth of learning and backtesting and research that I have done, because everything is here in this masterclass, and I'm really excited about that to share it with you all, because literally this is the first time I'm going fully public and sharing everything I know in regards to trading with you guys. So that's that, So I really hope that this masterclass does give you this big jump, because I know it took me a very long time. Even though I started with an amazing course such as Infinite Prosperity, it still took me a very long time to figure out who I am as a trader, and how I will trade, and building the strategies, like I said, and building my trading system. It takes a very long time to figure all of that out, and everything is here with you guys. But learning from masters, there's much more to this than just trading, literally. It's all in the mind, it's all in the psychology. I have since 2015 I started a program with Infinite Prosperity where I live traded in front of hundreds of students, and I've ran over 400 webinars. I did over 1,200 hours of live trading with them. And, I have seen a lot. And the one thing that I have seen is that it doesn't matter if the person knows it all, because you will learn everything there is to know in regards to trading my system, trading my plan, trading my strategies. Everything is in this masterclass, and I made sure of that. And if it's not, then I'll add it in. But, the one thing that makes people still fail is self-doubt. It's literally their mindset, their psychology, their self-worth. It's their belief system. It's that they believe that they're not worthy, or that, literally it's not possible to live this type of lifestyle. And I'm here to tell you that it is possible. I live a good lifestyle, but there's millions of people who are living a much better lifestyle than I'm living. Billion-dollar net worths, multi-million-dollar homes, 10 exotic cars. You can have all of that if you wanted to, but you got to raise your self-worth, and eventually you'll get it. Now, everything that is in this course is just trading. So I'm not covering any psychology and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you some resources right now, things that have really helped me, because again, learning from masters. There's people who have mastered the mind game, mastered the psychology, And I feel like I have mastered it too, because literally since I started back in 2012, the one thing that I have done more than trading, literally more than trading, is focus on my psychology, focus on my personal development. Because I know that if I'm living with the same belief systems that I had prior to learning trading, I'm not going to succeed. Because guess what? You got to change who you are. If you're living a mediocre life right now as a normal individual working the 9 to 5, and you want this type of lifestyle, living in this beautiful villa in a Caribbean country, or like me in Costa Rica with this gorgeous view, or if you want those multi-million-dollar homes and those exotic cars, whatever it is that you want that you do not have now, guess what? You got to change as an individual. It's not just about learning new skills. It's about changing yourself too. Raising your self-worth, like I said, believing that you can do it, because I'm here to tell you that you can, and you will, as long as you raise your self-worth and you know that you can, and that's the one thing that people fail at. I don't know why, but that's the one thing that they do. They just don't, first of all, they don't push themselves hard enough. They fail, they give up, okay? I'm here to tell you, if you fail, great. I failed many times. That's how I built this plan. That's how I built my trading plan. That's how I built my strategies. How I did it? Through failure. You need it, because without failure, how the hell are you gonna fucking learn? Literally, you have to fail, because failures are your best learning opportunities. You have to struggle, because from struggle, you prosper, you grow, and without that, then how are you ever gonna learn? It's not going to be an easy road. My job is to make it as easy as possible, but your psychology is going to play games with you hardcore, unless your psychology is already good. And then if that's the case, awesome, then this road is going to be a little bit easier for you. But if you've never dug into a personal development book, if your self-worth is still low, you got to work on yourself. It's not just about trading. You will pick up these concepts, everything you need to know, by watching this masterclass a few times. But you may still fail because of your belief system, of your self-worth, believing that you cannot get it, that you cannot live this lifestyle because of the memories that have been engraved in you as a child or as you were growing up, those limiting beliefs, people telling you you cannot have that, you cannot do that, because that's not how we live life. Money doesn't grow on trees, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit, you got to get rid of it to truly prosper in this life, So learning from masters, there's many great books, there's many great resources, The one thing that when I started trading back in 2012, I dove right into Tony Robbins. If you guys don't know who Tony Robbins is, Google him. He is the man when it comes to personal development. He will straighten you out if you need straightening out. He has some great programs as well. He wrote some great books. Read his books. Even get some of his audio programs when you go to his website, tonyrobbins.com. There's some awesome audio programs out there, and I've did a bunch of them, and I've listened to them over and over and over and over again. The one program that I have is, I believe, 21 hours long, and I've listened to it over 10 times. And I really engraved those mindset, personal development, psychology concepts into my mind right from the beginning. So if you guys are starting on this journey fresh, start learning trading, but at the same time, you need to work on your personal development. You need to start reading books. You need to start learning from people who have mastered the mind game, and I can share everything there is to know in regards to that as well, because that has been my purpose, my mission over the last 6 years, not only to master trading, but to master my mind game. And since then, I have read hundreds of books. I read at least 2 books a month, and I've been doing that since 2012, and I will always continue doing that. The thing is, you always got to continue learning. So Tony Robbins, a great resource. Watch his YouTube videos, read his books, get some of his audio programs, dig into it, maybe even go to a seminar that he runs. Now, other things, when it comes to trading books, to tell you the truth, I haven't read many of them. There's one that's a really good one that people always recommend, that is Trading in the Zone, okay? Trading in the Zone, but I believe it is by Mark Douglas, something like that. But the book is called Trading in the Zone. To tell you the truth, I tried reading it a couple times. It's very dry, it's very boring. I stopped. That's the only book I never finished. I don't know why, but it's just very dry. And I prefer some of the other books that I've read. And I've read hundreds of books, and that's the only book that I didn't finish, Another book, this one I did finish, this one's cool. It's called What I Learned Losing $1 Million by Jim Paul, okay? What I Learned Losing $1 Million goes back in time. It goes back to, I believe, the 80s and such, when they were trading the soybean market and such, corn and wheat, and mainly, soybeans. And he literally blew $1 million in a matter of, I think it was weeks or months, maybe even days. It's a great book. It's, again, a mindset related book. It doesn't really cover any trading topics, but it's more mindset related, because when you're trading with money, guess what? Your psychology, the greed is going to get to you, and you got to work on that. Next book is, I love biographies. And the one thing that really stood out with me is the biography of Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's called Total Recall by Arnold. Total Recall, and amazing book, and it really tells you, because he went through a lot, but he accomplished a ton, and it just tells you his story is so impactful. At least it was so impactful in my life, because literally he went from nothing to living this amazing life and accomplishing these amazing things. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You can do it too, because other people have done it, and if other people have done it, then why the fuck can't you, right? So great book, Total Recall, definitely dig into that. Then there's, other books by like Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, another good mindset related book, dig into that. And then we got Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, another awesome resource, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, read that again. And what's that one book called? Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, okay? Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is the book that really tackles on the limiting beliefs, okay, the limiting beliefs that people have. And by listening to this book once, twice, 3 times, as many times as you have to really break those limiting beliefs, do it, because he really tackles on almost every single one of them. So the book is called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, okay? Definitely read that book. Make that one of your first books you dig into. And there's so many other ones, and let's see what else I can pick up on here. I have literally hundreds of recommendations. I have other ones that are even much more impactful. Then I'll make sure to create a book list at some point, and I'll share it in the resources below when it's done. It will be done soon. Maybe it's already there. If you're watching this video now, maybe it's already there, and if it's not there, it will be there shortly. Another awesome book is Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself. Okay, so Breaking the Habits of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. Another awesome resource, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And that's pretty much it. There's people that have been, those are kind of like foundational books, that are impactful. But when it comes to individuals, there's a couple people. There's one person, Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Google this person, amazing individual. He unfortunately passed away already. But Dr. Wayne Dyer has some amazing books, amazing resources. I read, I'm only really recommending books that I have read multiple times. When it comes to Dr. Wayne Dyer, I've probably read his books more than anybody else out there. Just over and over and over again. And he has some awesome ones, Let me just get some of the ones I listen to. And Wishes Fulfilled, okay? Wishes Fulfilled by Dr. Wayne Dyer is a great one. The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer, another awesome one. Manifest Your Destiny by Dr. Wayne Dyer. I Can See Clearly Now. It's kind of his life story, another awesome book by him. And Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, another awesome resource by him. That's a great book, So that's 5 books right there by Dr. Wayne Dyer. definitely get them, read them, listen to them. You know what I do? I have this app called Audible, and it's an app by Amazon, and it's audiobooks. And you pay a monthly subscription. I don't know how much it is, but I pay a monthly subscription. I have 2 credits to get 2 books every single month, you know. So that's what I've been doing. Since 2012, I've been listening to 2 new books every single month, and I typically re-listen to another book that I've already listened to. You know, so I highly recommend, because reading a book, it takes quite a bit of time. I love reading as well, but just listening to an audiobook, it's easy. You can be driving to your 9 to 5, listen to an audiobook. You know, driving anywhere, listen to an audiobook. You can be working out, running, listening to an audiobook, and just working on your mind. And literally, that's what I have done throughout this entire journey. And I believe it's the one thing that has really made a change in my life, is digging into these personal development books. I have read hundreds of them, literally on personal development only. No fiction, none of that, you know, just personal development. So Dr. Wayne Dyer, awesome person. Now, the other individual that has really had an impact in my life, he wrote 2 books. Michael A. Singer, okay? Michael A. Singer, he really mastered the art of, how can I say that? The art of surrendering, okay? And there's 2 books. Let me explain that a little bit. But there's 2 books. The first book that he wrote is The Untethered Soul. The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer, which is a book kind of like giving you the guideline, okay, of how to live life, how to live a fulfilling life, how to live your life's plan in a way. The other book is The Surrender Experiment by Michael A. Singer, The Surrender Experiment. And this is his life. You know, it's how he has practiced those principles, how he has lived those principles in his own life. And, you know, those books have been really impactful, because when it comes to the surrender experiment, you got to understand that life has a plan for you, you know. And at the end of this course, I'm going to do another video on psychology, trading psychology and such. But there's a plan for your life, you know. And when you surrender to that, everything really falls into place perfectly. You know, everything that you want can be achieved. Know that, okay? Many people, you guys have probably heard of the books called The Secret. Okay, there's one thing that the books fail at when it comes to The Secret, because they tell you visualize, 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 visualize your dream life. Okay, and you'll get it. However, still got to follow through, still got to do the work, you know. So when you visualize something, when you visualize this dream life, whatever your dream is right now, build it in your head. I recommend meditation, you know, and building through it. Through meditation is, if there's one thing, because I know you guys would love to ask me that, I always get this question, if there's one thing that I could have changed in my trading journey, you know, I don't like changing things, because what I went through has brought me here, you know, and I live a pretty good life. So I don't want to change anything that I have done in the past. But if there's one thing that I would change, is meditate. I wish I started meditating earlier. I wish I started meditating in 2012 instead of beginning of 2017. Since the beginning of 2017, I meditate every single day. I try to meditate multiple times a day, because, you know, it really clears your mind. You know, when you jump on this path, all you really think about is trading, goals and goals and goals, and the lifestyle, the cars, the houses, the dreams. You know, you're just thinking about that constantly. So to center yourself, to rebalance yourself daily through meditation is extremely powerful. And that's, you know, that's what Michael A. Singer does. You know, I pretty much read his books, started diving into meditation, and then my life has changed. Since 2017, I have dug into concepts that are just out of this world, and eventually I'll be sharing those concepts with you guys in other ways, not in this masterclass, but in other ways. And meditation is the only thing that I wish I would have done back in 2012 and earlier. You know, you can really, when it comes to visualization and manifestation, if you do it in a meditative state, it's just that much powerful. When it comes to clearing your mind, you can sit, you can swim, you can take a walk, but doing it in a meditative state is just that much more powerful again. When it comes to even performance-related things, if you're struggling with trading, if you're struggling with performance, or stress or anything, jump into meditation and the answers will come to you, literally, you know. And when it comes to meditation, I recommend that you guys do it every single day. Try it. Try every single day. Try meditating every single day for the next month. And if you do that, I can pretty much guarantee that it will change your life and you will be a totally different person after this journey, you know. So to wrap up this process, yes, I started trading back in 2012 and I've been working on trading ever since, mastering the art of trading, but that's just a small portion, you know, of this game. You really have to master your mind, and that was my mission, to not only master trading but to master my mind. And I read many more resources on the mind and the psychology and personal development than I have ever done in regards to trading. You know, trading, I went through Infinite Prosperity, and then everything else was my own backtesting and analysis and review and learning, you know. But when it comes to personal development, I want to learn from people who have already achieved the type of lifestyles that I want to be living, right? And the best way to do it is, you cannot have them as a one-on-one mentor, unfortunately. But guess what? Almost every single one of those individuals wrote a book. So my mission was to read as many books as possible, and I still do it. So I highly recommend you guys kind of jump on the same path and learn from me everything there is to know about trading, to master the trading game. But in order to fully succeed and live this beautiful lifestyle that you can live, you really have to break your limiting beliefs, master the mind game, and really know what's possible, because everybody has limiting beliefs. And my goal was for myself to break all of them. And I still have a few to break, but I believe that I broke majority of them and now I'm able to truly kind of prosper in this life. And I wish the same for you guys. So again, I hope you got a lot of value out of this small little mindset type of lesson. You know, we're gonna dig much more into trading starting now, you know, but I really wanted to give you guys that foundation to tell you how I was able to succeed in this business. It's not just about trading, it's literally more about the mind, because the trading concepts, you will learn them within, you know, a month if you watch this course over and over and over and over again, and then you'll kind of master them as the years go on, you know, because now you'll learn it. It will still take you a while to master it, and as you're mastering trading, master your mind as well and dig into as many books as you can. So with that said, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next trading related lesson, the first masterclass. See you guys soon.